I don't like the song Drug Sucks off the album Mercy because it sounds like I'm a prick. Yeah, Mercy, my first solo album. Now, this is the first time I was actually straight at this point, gotten sober. It's a whole departure from being the mess I was, you know, and the old creativeness started coming back, and I wanted to do a record. It took me a while to get sober and people to trust me again, to see that I was for real, you know, wanting to be straight and not just fly by night. And I just started writing a bunch of songs. I'm living in California. This is a whole new world to me, coming from where I came from in London. Loving it, though. I was loving it. I was loving LA. There was no people here. It was uncool to be in LA around that time, 1982. No, it's a bit later than that. What was it, 85? I don't even know. But from when I sobered up to doing Mercy, I loved it. I had the long hair. I was in good shape. I was vain. I was getting laid all the time, getting a lot of attention. And it was a whole new me. You know, it was a whole new me. And I am not the person who thinks I had my hair spiky still. I wasn't interested. This was something else I was doing, and I just, you know, do it. I was still trying to find a voice. You know, I hadn't really got it down. It just seemed natural. There's a few rockers on there, but even the rockers are kind of soft too. You know, I think that album was all about me getting straight, really. Early days of being straight. Looking back on it, I could have done it a lot better now. Everyone would say that who'd done a record, you know, after it was released. You look back and say, oh man, I should have done that bit in there. But when you have a long period, I always say, oh, I could have done that so much better. But that was it at the time.
Drugs suck.
Oh man, I don't like that song because it sounds like I'm preachy, which I don't like being preachy. If people want to get high, good. Do your thing, you know. I don't want to be the person saying, don't do it. I hate that guy. It was the gas station down on 7th Street, which goes down to Channel. Mm. You know that street?
In downtown?
No, by the beach. Okay. When you take San Vicente and you turn on 7th Street, there's that old retro gas station there. Not that anyone gives two shits, but that's where it was. Music didn't mean anything prior to me getting sober. You know, it didn't mean anything. It was just a means to an end. Oh, great, record company, that means we get some advance money. That means I can carry on doing drugs. That's all it meant, you know. But when I'm sober, then it's a whole different ballgame. It's actually like, okay, I'm not going to get loaded, so I don't have to waste all my energy on getting high. Now I can really focus on trying to be creative, you know. This was the second album, which was, I guess, came out in a year or two later after Mercy, so it's a whole different approach. It's a lot more harder rocking. This is when Sunset Strip was really bouncing, you know. On the weekend, it was like the place to be. Hair metal, bobby socks and high heels and pigtails, and, you know, guys with big hair and cowboy boots, white cowboy boots with their jeans tucked in. That's the image I get of standing outside the Rainbow on my motorcycle. You know, and I was a little bit more edgier, more bikerish kind of thing, but it was still a pose, really. You know what I mean? Still a load of old bullshit. And I don't like my voice on that record at all. It sounds like I'm trying too hard to sound like a rock guy.
Were you trying?
I guess. You know, the soft vocal thing wasn't happening at this point. It wouldn't have fitted in anywhere. So I guess, you know, a lot of it was fueled by sex, you know, fitting to get laid. It's weird, but I had some funny drives, things that drove me, you know. Everyone was fucking everybody.